Alright guys and gals, let's continue on with the Helicopter, Fire Engine, and Submarine Remix by LEGO City. This is set number 60462, contains 874 pieces, retails for $59.99, and set was provided by the LEGO Group for other reviews. So thank you, LEGO. And yes, it is a paid promotional offer. Okay, now it's my stuff now. Today we're going to be focusing on the submarine. Now remember in the last installment, we did the fire engine. And it's pretty good, just had a scuff on the windshield, dinged it down to a firm 9, so that's about as best as it'll ever get. And it is a collaborative build, so we already had distinguished that, this could be split apart, and 3 people can build this at once, which is even better. So I'm hoping the same thing is going to be for the submarine. And let's take a look here. So we got our minifigure here, and yeah, so we're doing that part of the submarine there. I'm even getting that in focus right there. Okay, let's begin. Let's build it. We're going to do bag 4. Today is December 24th, 2024. So, Merry Christmas, everyone, and hope everybody's having a good one so far. And yeah, am I having a good one? I'm hiding back here. Uh-oh. How bad is this scratched? I don't know, LEGO. That's is that pitted? I'm checking to be sure here. Yeah, that's pitted right there. I mean, just some 2 big pits. 8 it is. LEGO, put this in here, I'd be so happy. I mean, the quality of the packing is so bad, I don't mind failing stuff for that. What it weighs too. This is a really good set. So now the best score the set will ever get now would be an 8. Looks like this is kind of maybe a hard plastic. It's hard to say. All right, let's put our minifigure together. So that thing over there we can build up to 3 people. So right now we can tell we're only going to be building up to 4 people so far. I don't want to forget the oxygen tanks. Now I'm going to leave the headgear off just because we are going to... I found the skin fade crop right there. But I got to find the oxygen tank. I'm going to leave the helmets off just for to show the minifigures a bit better. Oh, that'd have been great for the back of a sports car. We found that. And yeah, this is your typical LEGO City set. In a way, it's built pretty durable. But separating the parts of the fire truck were really tough, so... He's only got a single-sided head. Well, I hope so. You wouldn't want the fade to come out. People think it's a tattoo. I need that hair piece in nougat because that's how my hair usually is. And yeah, I just need to find it. Well, someday we will, but not today. And now we got to build him a camera, so we'll get that for him. And the goggles. So we're not quite done with him yet. A lot of them have some accessories to go with them. Okay, there we go. Yep, and the rain stopped and the sun is out. So it's depressing times again. I like it when it's cold and cloudy, but I can't have it every day. So he's getting ready to go underwater. There we go. So he's got his camera. Right? Kind of looks like a beanie in a way. Okay, now we're starting the front portion of the submarine. And yeah, I've been pretty pleased with the build quality of the set. It's just the way the set is packed is probably the only issue that I'm having with it. So hopefully Lego will one day address that issue and make it right. I'm sure you can still see what I'm doing here. I have been sorting so many these type of bricks out, just with studs on the sides, just any kind in general. And they do come in handy, but it's just a lot of, you know, a lot of pieces that I have. I've been getting them in really weird oddball colors, which is cool because I can always use them. And I mean, a buddy and myself and I were talking. We were like, yeah, a lot of the kids stay away from the Friends sets because of the oddball colors and some of the pieces. And I'm like, why? You never know when you're going to need them. Like, these parts in here are pretty much all common. I just wish that wig was in medium nougat. Like, I need a couple of these for a tutorial. Well, it's too late. The tutorial's been filmed. But, you know, I'm looking for another one of these here. Alright, let's start sorting things out. It's taken forever. I don't want to be here all day trying to sort and try to find a part, but I'm going to have to now. Yeah, I'm still getting, it's cold in the house. It's like, okay, fine, I just closed the vent back here. I said, I'm enjoying my cool air right now. It's getting too stuffy in the house, and I'd like to do these outside if possible, but I have no way to do them outside right now. Now, I'm not a fan of submarines, so for me personally, the set's kind of, I mean, but we're going to still do it. The helicopter, I kind of want to see how that's pulled off, but for this, and in addition to this all right now, I'm actually processing the ambulance that I did a build on. One of the Lego City sets. I just got it done. I'm putting it up on... I'm processing it now for YouTube. Looks like this is the cockpit here. Are those straight? Yeah, they are. So I'm slowly getting things done. You know, slowly getting sets built and putting everything together. It's just taken a lot of time. What makes it hard is the holidays right now, as I'm doing like preparing for dinner. We're having ham, and I got a bunch of other things going on right now. It's just not even funny. I kid you not. I'm literally just like doing way too much. Alright, now we got to build two little window things. So let's start popping in the glass in here. These are yellow. I don't have a lot of windows in yellow. They come with the glass. I don't even bother seeing if these are scratched or so small. Putting those in can be a bit of a turd. And yeah, I am ready to head out of town. Get away from all the technology. The Lego sets, too. Does this fit on here? Yeah, this is part of the sub. Lego, I'm really surprised you don't bring out wall panels like the airplanes, but with circle holes in them for portals would look really good. But you won't do that. No, you won't. All right. So at least we know one thing. One person can build this set. It wouldn't be too much fun like I'm doing now. And Is this the side or are we mirroring? They're mirrors. Okay. So let's just do that. Yeah, you know, 2 people could build this. It wouldn't quite be balanced. 3 people, each one would take a model. Then after that, you would just have to get 6 and then 9. But yeah, after a while, I'm tired of building sets. Like, I have a bunch of good ideas. I got some parts from these newer sets. I can actually finally complete tutorials now. Unfortunately, I can't get to them until after I do the reviews, so I just have them written down. They're just concepts of an idea. They're something I haven't really put together yet. They're just kind of just sitting there. Well, we got some Technic body parts. Okay. All right. This is where things are going to get kind of weird. So this one goes here, and then this one goes here. That's probably the only difference I think that will be on this set would be just this one side here. Okay. So far it's looking pretty good. And like these are just some kind of a floodlight. Okay, now we put these on right here, like that. Okay. Uh-oh, voice is starting to get raspy again. Skip all that. We just did the thing. Okay. And then now you gotta have to hope you have some good small fingers for this. I'm a pretty skinny guy, but I'll tell you, putting my fingers are not that small enough to fit in there. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have 2 wings. One's probably a mirror. So there we go. I'm just trying to match them up with the picture. Imagine going out to a restaurant tonight. It would be pretty packed. Everybody wants the home meal, which I don't blame them. They, you know, we're having it tonight. So tomorrow we can all play with our gifts. And there's not a whole lot I asked for, so it's like I'm not too worried about it. And there we go. Still, it doesn't look like anything yet. And we got the other thing we just put on. That's done there. And then now the... Oh, Lego. We don't have a 1x6 rounded plate with all those holes. Yeah, that's depressing. You think you would. Alright. Yeah, I gotta get one of those skin fade crop haircuts in medium nougat. I'd like to redo my sig fig eventually, but I'm wait until I find the right parts. The parts do exist, I just need the right colors for them. And then Jay the Surfer will get an overhaul, because a lot of those parts for Jay the Surfer now you cannot find anymore, sadly. So okay, we got some lights on the front. This thing's got a lot of lights, or they could be cameras too. I don't know. And then we have the Harry Potter wand. So they come with these. Just break these off. discard that. I didn't put that on the floor because I don't want to have to pick that up. They go right in those holes there. It's kind of cool to use those. There we go. So far so good. And then now we got to do the camera parts. Oh, that's the helmet here. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the set. It's just packing, but I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. And just imagine how many kids are going to get Lego sets for the holidays. You know what I forgot to do? Put the flippers on this guy. So he's going to go in without the oxygen tank or the helmet. You know why? Because he's just going to go in there and he's getting ready to go. There we go. And these go here in these holes, like right there. Still got the windscreen. We haven't put that on yet. And that's it. We got to take our pitted windscreen and shove it in there. And it closes pretty seamless. Uh-oh, we got water that can leak in there. So I guess he could sit in there. And that's what we have remaining for bag 4. And so far, this is not too bad. It's pretty well built. Alright, now we're going to move on to bag 5, which will probably be the middle portion of the sub. I found out from the last one we did, the middle part doesn't take that much time. Okay. Alright, now let's see here. Okay. Here we go. And yeah, that's the middle piece, alright. It's this right there that we're going to be building. Yeah, I do need to figure out a better way to use the viewfinder on this. I just kind of have to lean over and see it. It's got video out. I just need to find something that takes... this one does composite. I don't care if it's in 4K or not because, well, this camera was only a 1080p, but I just need it to where I can see what I'm doing here. Obviously, this is the middle part because you got the clips and we got that piece there. Wow, I haven't seen these in a while. So we got a couple of those. Use those for making some more of my classic type cars. So this will come in handy. There we go. Yeah, right now I'm still ripping apart that stinking battle bus. Almost got the top all ripped apart, and once I rip that out of there, I'm done. And then, yeah, what are we building? I know it's the middle piece, but yikes. It's like that thing's not even going to be sturdy at all. Well, I see some yellow at the top, so maybe we're getting there. Oh, wait a minute, these don't go in. It's these. I thought maybe it's just a 1x2. I got to pay a little bit more attention there. Okay, then we got to build 2 panels. So we'll set that off to the side, and then we'll start doing this here. And they're just 2 identical ones, so... And yes, you are going to have to stack plates on plates, like that. At least it's not a 4x6. Smaller plates are easier to break apart, but still, I got to get this thing done here so we can review it. Like I said, I'm just going to put it on the. I'm just going to. I'll probably leave it like this on the table, have the exploded view, and just bring each piece up and show it on the camera what it is. Everything's pretty basic. you know, and put the figures in there. I'll just do a demonstration how to take it apart and show that you're going to have to muscle it. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to it. The review is going to be pretty straightforward. Build quality seems pretty good for it. Build experience, it's keeping my interest. So far it's good on that one. Obviously these are city drop-in ready. They would definitely fit in a city. And somebody went out my door. And I'm missing one of these. And now, put these in here. Okay, doing pretty good. Seems like I'm going pretty fast, like I'm rushing. I'm not really rushing through it. I'm just kind of on a roll right now. These are good for making beds or sides of vehicles, or you just want to bullnose or curve something, give it a little contour. Yeah, but nephew's at work. I think my mom got up. I don't know. And yeah, I'm the only one here right now. Well, now my nephew's working, so it's just two of us, but he uses his money for fun stuff. Mine's just for the rent and stuff like that. Well, property tax anyways, and all that stuff. Stuff that a growing man needs. So, bag 5, technically we're already halfway done with the actual build of it. It's not bad. This is still a fun little group project nonetheless. Yeah, but that's what's going to save this set. Now, will I ever raise up the rate ranking because of the scratch parts? No, it's damaged. It's already done. I'm not really nice on that. Okay. And then now these go on here. Okay, I thought it fit even. No, that's how it's supposed to fit. Of course, you can always build yours the way you want. And now, you know what I've got to do is put the ball joints in there. Well, we'll just put those in now. Stick those right in there. Okay. And we got to build 2 arms. I'm not into building subs all that much. I'm going to be honest. This one I just kind of like, you know, saw the yellow sub and I thought, no, I don't want to build the submarine. But I have to because I have to review it now. But it's here. I have to build it. You don't have to build it because you don't have to. You're not obligated. I have to. That's why I was saying some sets are, most of these it's a treat to build. Some of them they feel like jobs because I am required to get them done. So yours should look like that so far. And then you take some of these, they look like claws. Get your claw on there. Get your claw going. And then after the claws, they go on like that. And then you can flex them around and stuff, so that's kind of cool. And it tells us to assemble these, but sometimes I want to mute that thing. We're going to save that for the next, we're going to save that for the Summation of Thoughts. But that's what we have done for bag 6 with only just 1 piece remaining. Alright, and then now we're going to finish up this installment with bag 6. And yeah, we're not going to put all that together until we're done. Because Mr. Dive or Mr. Skin Fade wants to see how this goes together. At least that's printed. So for $60, you're going to get a good, fun group build. It's like I said, though, I'm looking at it, the scratch stuff, I can't look past at all. But the way the build is designed, it's meant for you to build with your buddy. And that's what we're doing right there. It's meant to build with a few friends. That is what I'm looking for. Yeah, ooh. Well, we got corners for a bedspread. If you want to build a bed, there's probably enough parts in here to do so. Let's start putting all these over here. Look, we got a propeller. Well, I don't really ever see these. I have just a small little butter container just full of inverted 25-degree slopes. They're not really that common. I don't really use them all that much. They just kind of... I use them for like holding sinks to walls and stuff, but that's it. But I think whoever's, guys and gals, you're planning on purchasing this set for your kids. Here you go. See, Lego doesn't pay me to say this stuff, you know. I say it off the top of my mind. So if that were the case, all sets would be 10s. I'm looking at, okay, this thing's going to probably be scratched. That's to be expected, because Lego doesn't. They make a good building product, they just don't know how to pack it right. But we're also looking at build experience. You can share this. This is a shareable build. Shareable, which means you can share this if you want. Plus, it's better to build with a buddy anyways than to just build totally by yourself. Now, the build guide is a little bit on the slow side, but for a child, this would be perfect. And got everything setting out right now, defrosting for dinner. And hold on. An unknown error has occurred. Okay. Heard the thunk on the computer. I thought, uh-oh. Something's not sending up. I'll have to check it out later. Now everything's starting to ding off. Yeah, alright, this goes here. It never ends here, does it? Okay. And I know this year, or next year, because this year's almost over, I gotta go down and get for another physical. When you get like 45 or older, you gotta go for all these cancer screenings, and you know, that doesn't sound too much fun. It sounds like I'm gonna be throwing away about 2 weeks of personal time. Like, I don't know. Gotta get it done. So I'm not looking forward to spending time in a doctor's office. That's the problem about when you get older. It gets boring. You just spend more time doing boring things. Alright. And yeah, alright, let's put that in here. So my goal is to get this guy reviewed tonight. And then tomorrow I'll be doing the same thing. Even if it's Christmas Day, I'll probably still be cracking open sets and reviewing them. And then these go here. Too bad. And yeah, I do miss the Christmases, the big family gatherings. And it's not like that anymore. I don't think I said, though, if I had kids, though, man, I think Christmas would be fun if I had kids. Me, it's just getting to be just a regular, just another day. Okay, now we're going to build the tail fin. That's where this thing comes in. Okay. Yeah, I never understood these things. Not a fan of those. Put this over here. Well, this camera moved. That's what happened. I gotta be very careful because I've been kind of hitting buttons on the viewfinder. I did cut off one of my videos before. I had to. It was on the main channel. I was like, whoops, my bad. You know. And now, let's see here. Let me go check and see this error. It keeps flashing. Okay, I'm back. It's something to do with a file. I have to recheck it. And I'm trying to, it was something to do with one of the build installments. The camera shows it out as fine, but I don't know, maybe the computer's filling up, I don't know. And I thought, well, I'll get to that here in a bit. Now, I'm wondering if there's probably, let's see here. Okay, these are mirrors. Okay, so let's do that. If you look and it says, oh, look, it looks like a side to something, most chances it's probably going to be a reflection of it. There's going to be one reflection of it. And after I get done with this guy, I'm going to pull up my media server. I'm going to put a bunch of movies on the iPad. Maybe just like Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, just some cartoons just to listen to and doze off. Even at my age, I still listen to cartoons. You know, what I used to do when I was a kid. Well, when I was a kid, we didn't even have iPads, but, you know, let alone I didn't have instant access to a VCR. I didn't get my first VCR till I was a teen, but I think the last time I ever used a videotape was probably about 20 years ago. But I'd just rather use the iPad and just do that. Some people say you can stream them. There's a buddy of mine, he doesn't even want a media server. He wants to stream everything, and I'm thinking, that costs lots of money. Do you want to just stream it all? You know, to me, I want to be able to put it on there and play it locally. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. So far, so good. This is not too terribly bad. And then now we're going to have to tile it in. Wait a minute. You know what I forgot to do? Put these in here. I thought it's like, that doesn't make any sense. There's a hole there. No. Don't forget like I did. You get two of these things with the trident or whatever that's on there. Maybe that's where the drown are hanging out at. And then that's it. Now, too bad they didn't make these vibrant yellow. Would be really cool. And this goes right here. Not too bad, huh? Pretty cool. You could just snap the other one on there and be done with that. Okay. And we just got done with that. Skip all that because we just put that on there. Now we got to make two of these propellers. As I see the yellow piece. And we've got to have a way to move around. Kind of gets me thinking of that movie called The Abyss. It's like almost 3 hours long. If you ever watched that, that's a pretty good movie. Some parts of it were kind of sad, but The Abyss. Okay, I'm I'm going to make sure that the square side is facing up. Stick our props in there. Okay. And don't forget these. And the little light bulbs that go on, the little pretend lights that look like they're lights, cameras. And that's what yours should look like. Can I blow in that? Indeed, you can too. Hook up some copper windings to that with some iron. You can make yourself a generator out of it. Just blow into it like a wind turbine. And these go in the very last Technic hole. Like that. Okay, stick that in there. And that's pretty easy. And plus these can rotate and all that stuff. And that's the last piece. And that's what we have remaining for bag 6. And we just concluded booklet 2. Summation of Thoughts. Let's put it together because Mr. Skinfade wants to go for a ride. Now, you could just do this. That looks pretty cool, and I'm just tacking that in there. That goes in all the way. And that would be okay. You can also stick this in here. But if you really want to, we'll take the fire engine off here for a second. Just take this off. You can even shove this on here too. You know, it's meant to just plug and play things. I mean, to a kid, yeah, I think this would probably be pretty interesting to make your own creations, but I don't know, really. That's one. But these things are a pain to take off. I mean, you really have to muscle these off. But they're sturdy nonetheless. So this is what this is. So when I do the tour on this set, I'm just going to bring it up close. There's not a whole lot to show in here. Just do it like that. Open this up. I mean, of course, you can just see through that. And yeah, I mean, it's not too bad for what this set is. I mean, it's an enjoyable build. It's a nice group build. But I want to hear your opinions. Tell me what you think.